Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Pyro Tycoon, Skater Tag. Y'all probably played me in something out there, mostly Brawl. Um, Here to show you guys a hopeless Horus deck, which me and my teammate Noelthedivineone made this particular build. We're still working on it, tweaking it a little bit, but this is what we got so far. Seems to work out pretty good. Alright, here we go. Hopeless Horus. First, two level 8s. That's what this deck is built around. It's built around this Horus lock, pretty much. All you old players know what's up with that. Stop spells, well, stop your opponent's spells. Stop traps. Beautiful lock. Harder, a little easier to get out nowadays because of Clute and Honest, but still a good lock. Three level 6s. Alright. Obviously, 23 beat stick. Destroys monster in battle, get out level 8, unaffected by, this card's unaffected by spells too, so, I mean, it's obviously staple for this Horus deck. Here we have 3 Red Eyes, Darkness, Metals. This is where the Hopeless comes in. This speed, man, just Future Fusion, bring out Darkness Metal, special summon dragons like crazy. Real good. 2 Wyverns for when your Darkness Metal gets destroyed. Move it in your graveyard from play, special summon Darkness Metal at the end phase. I don't like it coming back to end phase, but it's better than not coming back at all. And 18 beat stick, level 4, sinking, all that good stuff. 2 Kawaki Meru Dragos. Good level 4, 19 beat stick, and he's just awesome. Stops special summons of lights and darks, which is light swarms and black wings, which is pretty much meta right now. So if you get the Horus Decree Quackimera Drago lock, it'll shut down light swarms and black wings pretty quick. 2 Magna Dragos, sinking power, level 2 tuner dragons, because this whole deck is Hopeless Dragon. Good overall card. 2 Totems. Totems real good because, if he's in your graveyard, this whole deck is just dragons, so he will be coming back if your field's empty. Just special summon him during your standby phase, sack him for Horus level 6, or you can move him from play to bring out Red Eyes Darkness Metal, and he's just good for getting your high power stuff out real fast. Hardened On Dragon. I only got 1 right now. I really want to run 2 in this deck. 1500 level 4, easy to get out with like Mass Dragon. You can special summon from the hand by discarding a level 8 or higher monster. And if he's used in a tribute summon for a 7 or higher monster, that monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. This is perfect for Red Eyes Darkness Metal. I know a lot of people, special him all the time. We kind of forget you can normal summon that guy too. So, Totem, bring out Totem, special summon Hard Arms, tribute both for Darkness Metal, and he can't be destroyed by guard effects, which is good, because that's a card that's pretty key, bring back all your dragons. Exploder Dragon, good for stopping those real powerhouses or just annoying stuff like Armor Master, good for clearing that. 2 Mass Dragons, obviously good for searching out your weaker dragons. Can just be used, play defensively, bring out Mass, bring out Totem. Bring out Exploder if you suicide into Armor Master like I usually do. Alright, now we're getting to the spells. Here we have 2 books. Book is just so good, so versatile. Quick play. This deck uses a lot of quick plays because you can't run too many traps with decrees. Anyways, good for stopping attacks, stopping effects. Good for destroying monster by battle to level up 6 to 8. Real good. 2 Chalices. We all know what Chalice does, hopefully. Just there to stop effects, mainly destruction and Gale and Raikou and just all sorts of stuff. And it can also be used if your opponent tries to attack Darkness Metal and like Colute. You can use it on Darkness Metal, raise his attack up 400, maybe run over, or probably just suicide boost, but can help. Here's what I prefer to use as more of the attacking, defending, kind of protecting your monster stuff. 2 shrinks, obviously geared to decrease attack, and if your opponent attacks a horse level 6 and you shrink it, and your horse is shorter than the damage step of your opponent's turn, during your opponent's end phase you bring out 8, which is perfect because, you know, if your opponent just set traps that turn, they can't obviously like bottomless your 8 during their turn. You know, 2 trade-ins. This deck, it at the moment lacks draw power. 2 trade-ins. I know it might be a bit too much because the only targets are the level 8s, but you know, it's all I got. Can come in handy. My body as a shield. Protecting your monsters is real important with this deck, and it's definitely worth the 1500 that you pay for my body. Level up, only 1. I mean, more than that kind of seems a little pushing it, because again, with the Darkness Metal, this deck, I mean, it goes pretty fast. I mean, level up is mainly there for like first turn, Darkness Metal, Horse 6, level up to 8, get that instantly out. Future Fusion, perfect with Darkness Metal. Just dump 5 dragons in the grave, just bring out stuff with Darkness Metal, or you can dump a Wyvern and Darkness Metal in the grave, and during the end phase get a Darkness Metal, so play with it your next turn, all that good stuff. Pot of Avarice. This deck goes through monsters. It really does. Pot of Avarice helps out, and you can use it first turn if you have Future Fusion just to draw 2. Not a bad card. Swords Revealing Light, because this deck kind of needs swords actually, because, you know, protection, trying to get the field set up. You want to stall your opponent. Vortex, pretty self-explanatory. Get rid of your opponent's annoying monsters or powerhouses. Heavy Storm, pretty staple, standard stuff. Don't need to explain it. Don't need to explain this either. MST. Brain Control, we all know what it does. Good for sacking, sinking, just getting crap out the way, using your opponent's monster against them, whatever. It's all good. Torrential, I don't have Mirror Force, sadly, but Torrential, it can do the job pretty well if you just see your opponent swarming the field. You know, if you don't have too much to lose, Torrential is definitely worth it. And then 2 Decrees. Obviously, it goes great with the Horus. Spell and Trap Lock, beautiful. If you get Quacky Mirror Drago, special summoning light and dark monsters also out of the question, so it works pretty well in your favor. The only problem is with Quacky Mirror Drago, you can't bring out your 5-head, but you know, other than that, it's all cool. So that's the that's 40 cards. That's the main deck. You know, it works. I'm gonna have to tweak it a little bit more, make it a little, you know, smoother and stuff. But overall, the concept is real good. It works. And a pretty standard extra deck, you know, want a 5-head dragon or 2, and then sinks. You definitely want a Stardust. Protect your stuff, and you can pretty much play around with the extra deck. Alright, so there it is. That was Hopeless Horus. Pretty good Horus build. It has that speed. You get the Horus Lock out faster. And so if y'all feel like commenting, leaving constructive criticism, ideas as how to improve the deck and whatnot, feel free. Alright,